Poetry is an antiquated, wasteful preoccupation, rightly censured in Islam, so should be treated with rather indifference. It is a recruitment resource for the residency of hollow, slothful, imaginative realm which pulls one away from the realities of the world and the hereafter, making one eternally consigned to the abyss of oblivion. Realm within realm, from the one of distractions to that of abyss of oblivion, even Satan couldn't imagine it. Where would poets end up, God knows. Gnostic believes that even Allama-Iqbal, most acclaimed poet of the East, got flung on the way to Tassawwuf. It is frowned upon by Allah in Surah Al-Shura number 26, v 221-227 says that poets say what they do not do themselves. Listeners, who follow them, have been censured even more sternly. In another Surah Al-An'am number 6, v 116 it is explained that if you follow the majority on earth it will lead you away from Allah's path, because this majority do nothing but build conjectures. Prophet Muhammad was often accused by the non-believers that he is a poet or sorcerer, and that Quran, given its unique eloquence, is a book of poetry. NAB. Although poetry, across the board, seems a dying preoccupation, but in countries with plenty of leisure of time, mushroom growth of new and often unscrupulous poets is witnessed. They often concoct salacious and lecherous poetry, and in pursuit of creating rhythmical balance would trample any boundary. Modernists and liberal secularists would sure have argument that it is curbing the creative talent of intelligent people, hence would jump to label Islam as rudimentary and antiquated. Most powerful counterargument is provided by Allah himself in Quran 1785, a little knowledge is given to man and he is all-knowing. Quran. Although poetry was widely in vogue at the time of Tape Prophet and many of his companions were involved in composing reverential poetry, dedicated to the praise of Allah and the Prophet. Prophet reportedly has heard some, but there seems to be no praise lavished by him. Conversely, however, there is a hadith which rather expresses harsh rebuke. Narrated Abu Hurairah, Allah's apostle, said, "It is better for any one of you that the inside of his body be filled with pus which may consume his body, than it be filled with poetry." Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 8, Book 73, number 176. There is another verse in Quran Surah Yasin 36, v. 69 whereby dislike is expressed by Allah in the following words, "We did not teach him poetry." It does not suit him following it. There is a hadith narrated by Imam Abu Bakr al-Jassa, R.A., that someone asked Sayyida Aisha, R.A., if the Holy Prophet, PBUH, used to recite some verses of poetry in a while. She said no, however he did once of Ibn Tarfa, which was meaning the time will reveal to you which you do not know, and the news will be brought to you by one whom you did not appoint to do so. Abu Bakr, R.A., chided, "O Prophet, this verse is not like this." Prophet said, "I am not a poet, nor is poetry appropriate for me." He read it out of rhythmic balance on purpose. Ibn Kathir, Tirmidhi both reported this.